Hi, Don McKinney here again. It's D-O-N, McKinney. I know some of you made the mistake of D-O-M, but that's okay. I get called lots of names. That's not going to hurt me. Anyway, to continue on, yes, I do have terminal cancer. I don't have a lot of time. I went today to the doctors again, which I'm done with my chemo and radiation. It did no good. The struggle has been going on now since December 5th, I believe, over a year ago, December 5th, a year ago. And I was making progress. When I started the chemo and radiation, my tumor was the size of let's say about a walnut maybe. Um, by the time I got the chemo and radiation done, it was 9 centimeters by 7 centimeters tall. And my doctor, when I didn't want to do the chemo and radiation because I just spent 2 weeks in the hospital, almost died from the doing the chemo and radiation and pneumonia on top of that. And my back got really badly blistered and burnt from the radiation. I decided not to do it anymore. So anyway, my doctor lied to me, and she told me that the tumor had actually shrunk when it had actually grown. And the only reason I found out that she had lied is I had a measurement taken of the tumor from start, which was, like I said, the size of a walnut at the most, to end up with much bigger. So anyway, I stopped all the treatments and everything after she had lied to me. I made her tell me the truth, and she told me I had 6 to 12 weeks is what she told me. So you figure 3 months. Okay, this was in, I'm going to say June. I'm not, my mind's kind of hazy with all the drugs I'm taking just to survive and function pretty much. Anyway, she couldn't come in to tell me what I needed to know. So my team was with me, the people who helped me, put it that way, and my girlfriend Joanne. So I demanded to see the doctor, and when she came in, I told her, "You tell me that. I'm gonna swear, and I hate doing this, but tell me the fucking truth," is what I told her. Don't lie to me. Don't hold anything back. And that's when she admitted that the tumor had actually grown. So that was the last day I saw her. Yeah, I think it was the last time I saw her was that day when I told her I'm done. I'm done with the chemo and radiation. So it just happened that a couple weeks later, I'm kind of depressed knowing that I've got till maybe the end of October, to make affairs and get everything straightened up. That was my 3-month deadline. So anyway, I was sitting at home watching videos one day, and this gentleman came on. I wish I could have written down his name, but he was talking about his mother with stage 4 cancer, and she started doing what you call turkey tail mushroom, which is this is what I'm taking. Okay, it's called turkey tail. It's a mushroom, a wild mushroom. It looks like a turkey tail on the side of a tree that they grind up and they turn into a liquid. Well, I've been taking about 5 milligrams of that every morning. I'm gonna warn you, it's got a horrible taste. And the other one I'm taking is chaga. They're both for the lung. And anyway, so let's go on. I made it through my deadline of the October deadline, and then I went in and had a checkup in November, and they did an X-ray, and it was it was okay. It was actually shrinking at that time, they said. So November and December, I'm going to say, were my best times because during that time there was no progression, and that's when I had started the turkey tail. There was no more progression of the cancer. So I felt wonderful. I'm just going to get all this cancer stuff out, and then if you guys are still interested, I will tell you the rest of my life story. It's a lot of people say it's interesting. I should put it in a book, which I did, and it was on I don't know computer stuff, a stick that you put in. A friend of mine helped me do it. Anyway, there was 2 books. One was called Wanderlust. It's about my life growing up. My good life, my fun life, of how I crossed the country. I hitchhiked across the United States. I've hitchhiked across Canada. I've ridden bike across Canada with my dog, and but anyway, back to the cancer. So what had all transpired before I found out my diagnosis for the cancer. It was I was having a tough time at that time. Yeah, I'll get into that later on. So anyway, I've been doing the turkey tail. I'll get back to that. I'm sorry, my mind wanders once in a while with stuff I have flashbacks and memories of, and I try to say it while I can. But anyway, the cancer treatments are the cancer, I should say, lately has been acting up, and here I have a little bit of a grumble in it's in my left lung, the cancer, and in my thyroid. So it's a double whammy, you could say. But since I've been doing the turkey tail and stuff, I've been doing really well until just this last month. I'm gonna say, because my birthday was March 18 for 62, and this is now April. But I'm gonna say the last couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I haven't been feeling very well. I've had no energy. I tried to go for a long walk about 3 weeks ago with my dog. I got to probably halfway where normally I could walk no problem, but I got about halfway where I was going, and I actually had to sit and throw up. That was the beginning of not feeling well. Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on up until today. Anyway, the throwing up has progressed to where if I cough too hard or too long, I throw up. If I burp sometimes, everything comes out of my stomach. But oh, excuse me, that's not going to happen. And that's what happens when I start talking. I get the hiccups and the shortness of breath, and but and then about I'm going to say probably a week and a half ago, I started to feel really, really bad. I was waking up in more pain than I had been in a long time. My pain level's been kept pretty good with the medications I'm on, the Oxy Neos. I take 80 milligrams, 40 in the morning, 40 in the afternoon. Plus, I take what are called breakthroughs, which are 5 milligram Oxy Neos. They're little blue pills. They're fast acting, and I was taking up to 10 of those a day. I'm down to, I'm going to say 2 to 4 right now, which isn't too bad. But a couple of probably half a week ago, 3-4 days ago, I woke up in extreme, excruciating pain from the middle of my spine, below my left collarbone, all the way around to the front of my breast. It was just wrapped. That's where the cancer is, by my breast. And I got up and I complained, of course. It was like blah, 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 that fucking pain. And I took my painkillers when I got up, and I took a couple of breakthroughs right away. I took 3, which is another 15 milligrams on top of 40. So it was 55 milligrams, and the pain did subside finally. But this Sunday or Saturday, Saturday morning, I woke up, and this time the pain was at least 8 out of 10. It was debilitating. I couldn't even get up. I had to force myself to roll over to the edge of the bed so I could put my knees to the floor. So I was in a crouching position to push myself up to get to the living room. And that's why I had my doctor's appointment today. I had injured my shoulder many, many years ago, and I was supposed to have surgery on it, but they couldn't because of the damage I did. So they're going to look at that, but they're going to take an x-ray to see where the cancer is now. And what I asked for was a timeline of my CT scans and my cancer. I wish I could figure out this YouTube and all this technology, because I do have a photograph I would like to show of my first diagnosis. It was kind of odd because I got a really good job. I was a night supervisor, and I had been coughing. And I've got a video I'm going to share of on the way to Alberta from Ontario, where I actually say on there, something's wrong. I know there's something wrong. And while camping with my friend, I went into a coughing fit, and I brought up a little bit of blood, and I showed him, and I just kind of sloughed it off. But anyway, November, 2 Novembers ago, I was at work and I coughed for like 4 hours nonstop. I was at work. I was a night shift supervisor, but I was helping them people on the line while training them, and they were kind of concerned at work, which is understandable. But I really wasn't feeling all that well at December 5th, so I went to the hospital, to the emergency, and very, very nice doctor came in, and I said to her, I think I have cancer, and would you please check me? And as I explained my situation, and I showed her, because I started coughing again really bad. And so anyway, she had me stand for an x-ray. I got the x-ray done. I was sitting in the waiting area where everybody sits, in their little cubicles. And I could see the doctor come up, and she says, "Do you have a camera on your phone?" And I said, "Yes." I turned it on for her, and I showed her what to do. And she came back, and the photograph I want to show you is the one that she took off the machine of my cancer, how big it was. Like I said, it's the size of probably a walnut, maybe a little bigger. It's hard to tell, really. What I saw today was kind of scary. It's both lungs, and it's just not good. I'm going for more. I'm going for another CAT scan soon. So anyway, when the doctor came back and showed me that, I told her, and like I said, a very nice nurse. She actually had tears in her eyes when she told me, and of course I gave a little sob, because it was, I was upset. I was raised in a mean-ass family. That's all I'm going to say. We didn't show emotion. but I had to show emotion that day, because even though I knew, it was still kind of to have it slapped in your face that, yeah, you're right, you do have a problem. But anyway, she nicest doctor I ever met. I wish I could remember her name. I'll have to look it up. But she gave me the biggest hug, and she said she was so sorry. And that the most comforting thing that a doctor could do, instead of leaving you sit there. I'm so happy that she did that. That's all I have to say. So anyway, I'll finish off more of my story. It's dark here. As you can see out the window, it's nighttime, and I'm just sitting here, and I'll show you who's been keeping me, my company. He's passed out, but Cubby, who's that? Gonna say hi? Hey, come here, look, who's that? Say hello, everybody. That's my companion. I got him almost 16 years ago. His birthday's coming up. He'll be 20 on April 17th, and I'd like to throw him a little party. And I've already made arrangements for when my time comes. I am doing MAID, which is medical assistance in dying. I'm not going to suffer. I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm going to be doing, some of you may know of Jack Kevorkian type of sleep. They just hook me up, and I say goodnight. But Joanne's going to take Cubby for me, she says, which makes me very happy, because if she couldn't, I would have to ship him back to Ontario to another friend, Dave, who would die to have my dog. He loves my dog, and my dog loves him. But I'm going to have to cut this short, because I'm having a hard time right now with the gurgling and the breathing. And hold on for a second. I just have to get something, okay? One of my many drugs out of my bag. Oops. There they go. Falling everywhere. There it is. Okay. Sorry, I had to get my mic buff. You'll see if I can get a breath. So give me a sec here. Hold on. Okay. Then I'm back. Oops. There goes more of my pills falling on the floor. So yeah, I got a lot of medication here, and I'm switching. I'm going to be doing another home remedy I saw today. I'm going to try that. It's 4 ingredients, and it actually helps with lung cancer. So I'm going to try it out. The turkey tail's working, but the more the merrier, I feel. Let's just fight this the best we can. So, but anyway, thank you for listening to me, and God bless you all. I love everybody. I love the world. I've had a wonderful life, and as I said, I will go on, and I'll be starting to tell you about my life from childhood up. My one book, which I wish I could find this Dick Ford was called Wanderlust. It's a lot of people say it's an interesting, just with the excerpts I tell them from my book. So, and I've always been told I should write a book. I went through a rough childhood, so I actually traveled. I didn't. I was trying to find myself, and it took me a long time. But thank you everybody for listening, and I'll post another one very soon.